A lot of times in an election year like this, we wonder, gosh, do I matter? Does my vote count? Does it really matter? And we look at the huge forces that are kind of buying the elections for either candidate, and and we feel pretty insignificant, and we wonder, you know, should I vote? What is the meaning of all of this? And I just want to say, I mean, we forget sometimes, and there's a lot on social media that questions democracy. I want to say, having gone through the many years that I've gone through and really studied history over time, democracy is one of the greatest things that humanity has produced. Democracy is it's a part of who we are. When you think about civilization, here we've got, look around me, I've got these light bulbs that are working, and I've got glasses that a few hundred years ago very few people had, windows that I can crank open, and all of this, cell phones to figure out where I am and where I want to go, all these amazing things around me. But I think the most amazing thing that we've created for ourselves is that our our culture, our civilization, our life in the world is ours. It's not just the billionaires that are buying the election or the corporations. It's ours. And in fact, we've got the power, if we pay attention and really think about it, to take that power back from the large institutions that seem to have taken it. So it's don't give up on democracy. Certainly vote, and it and look at where the values are that you really want for your, if you're going to have kids or grandkids. If you imagine generations coming up in the future, how you want them to live. I don't want them to live with large institutions buying elections, personally. So I'm looking to vote for someone who really is clearly against that, and I don't want. I want more kindness, um, and I want more discussion, more discourse. Um, so I'm looking to vote for people that also have those kinds of values. I'm a huge believer, if you've followed me at all, in freedom, and I want to bring freedom to everybody. I want to bring more freedom to everybody, the little bits that I can do, and that's one of the things that voting does. Is it enables us to feel like we're part of this great adventure. It's important to do more than voting if we are going to take back um, um, the kind of the political regime or realm that we live in, and make it really ours and really filled with freedom and creating more freedom for others. There are many things that we can do, and one of the ways that I think about this right now, we've got a time where people are polarized and they're battling each other. The media has gone off in crazy ways, so that if you live through one media source, you think totally different things from if you're in another media source. That's not right. And by voting and by participating, we can begin to bring that back. The media, I want a media that tells the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And I realize there may be different views on what the truth is, but there's a bell curve. And I want to make sure that all media is within that, so that you and I can talk in a moment and feel like we can connect. We might have difference of opinion, but we can discuss it. And then we can have a civil society, and we can vote in a way that in fact will make the world a better place. There's one more thing, one more way to kind of reframe this kind of battle that we feel around us. The a lot of that has come over the last few decades, but a lot of it also goes back to this notion that in biology, some of you have studied this, and the notion is that biology ultimately is about evolution, is about competition, right? And competition of the species. That's not what I've seen in my life personally, and it's not what I've seen around me. What I've seen is that great cultures create environments of freedom in which their species or their people can thrive. And it's not about competition. There's elements of competition there. But I want to participate in creating a great environment of freedom and to making it be greater and greater for as long as I live. So back to voting, what do? Vote for the best person you can see that is going to fulfill most of your values or a lot of your values. And you can see how, by the few changes that they may be able to make, we can get somewhere really profound. And my thought on this, even with all the years I've gone through and seen how challenging it's been, is that we can get someplace pretty extraordinary in just a generation. So please vote. Vote for someone that you think matches who it is you want to be.